Hi again, everybody. My name's Bernie Maloney of Powered by Teams, an Agile coach and trainer based in Silicon Valley, here this week at Agile 2023, just outside of Orlando, Florida. I'm doing something that I recommend for all of my students, which is running an experiment. I have for a long time intended to do some short videos to benefit my clients and my students, and I'm kind of doing it on the fly here this week. So I want to give you some tips for when you arrive at the conference itself in this video. One of the first things you're going to do is you're going to figure out where registration is so that you can check in. That's the registration desk behind me. But some of the other things you're going to want to do are like check out the overall venue, not just the registration desk, but walk around the venue, because like way down there at the end of the hall, that's where the ballroom is, the main ballroom that the sessions are in for the big sessions. There's also smaller sessions, and you're going to want to find where those happen to be. You're going to want to walk around the venue, get familiar with it, even find things like bathrooms and water fountains that make your life a whole lot easier. Now, other things to check out when you're checking out the venue are things like where the vendor halls are. They're going to be way down here in this particular venue, and they're actually downstairs. That's often where food is, and it's also where you're going to find a lot of folks congregate around lunchtime. Now, when you come to a conference, there's various ways of coming to the conference. You can pay for a ticket, or you can volunteer. Conferences are always looking for volunteers, and they're always looking for speakers, especially folks who are new to the community. I encourage all of my students to submit sessions. You'd be surprised at what you can get in. So there's usually a separate check-in, and that's what you see over my shoulder here for speakers when you come to one of the Agile 20XX conferences. So know that there's usually that separate check-in to make your life a little bit easier as a speaker. And don't think that as a first-time speaker, you're not going to get accepted. That's how I really got connected into the Agile community, by making some submissions for Agile 2015. And oh my gosh, one of them got accepted. Usually that's going to get you a free admission to the conference, as well as at least one night of hotel. Now, some of the other things you can do is volunteer to be a reviewer. That's a great way to connect with the topics that are at a conference, even if you don't happen to be attending there. Or you can volunteer to work at the conference. Often that's going to get you a heavily reduced admission to the conference. So if you see way over my shoulder here, some of the pillars, you can see one that says vendor space down there. That's actually where the clue is for where the vendor space is. So when you arrive at the conference, don't just check in. Also, walk around, find the things that are going to be important to your conference. The places where you're going to see sessions, where you can check in, where the food's going to be. Also, things that are useful, like bathrooms and water fountains. So those are some hints for making the most out of your conference when you come to an Agile conference, when you just arrive at the conference itself. If you've appreciated this, share it around with your friends. And if you'd like to stay in touch with me, again, my name's Bernie Maloney, and I'm at Powered by Teams.